Hi everybody. So it's winter time. I'm sitting here with my blanket over myself, and that's quite unusual because I have all these heat things with my menopause things. Yeah, I'm getting old. But one thing that is good by getting old is that you get more and more comfortable within your own skin. So that's a nice thing. If I look at myself today with all my hip operation, my scars on my body and everything, I don't care. But if I would have been 18 to 20, my God, I wouldn't even show myself on the beach probably because of my insecurity. So today I would like to mention something that I find very important when you're developing mediumship. Because I find it very important that you don't have one mentor. I might upset a lot of people now. I believe that you can have one mentor and have someone that you trust that to help you and guide you through life and through your development. But I don't believe that you solemnly should go to one medium, one teacher. I believe that there are different people, different mediums, different ideas that you should take in. Because when you go to different mediums, we might say the same thing, but with different words, and suddenly, it clicks in. And I also believe that sometimes if you just are stuck with one medium as a teacher, you become a copycat, and we don't want a copycat. We want your uniqueness. And I don't believe mediumship can run properly to its highest standard and strength if you're not true to yourself. You need to be yourself. And to be yourself, you have to do the personal development. You have to find yourself. You have to know how you are functioning, what gets you going, what make you tick. How do you react on no's when they don't understand the information? How is your body reacting to it? I mean, a lot of us get panic and we think that, wow, stop, I can't do this anymore. I'm just in an illusion, and so on and so on. But I believe that a lot of teachers, if you go to a lot of teachers, a lot of mediums, watch them, study them, take whatever is good and keep it. And if you don't like it, you'll learn how not to do things. Because we can't please each and everyone. We can't please everybody. We have to be yourself, and whoever we are helping, we're doing our job. So don't be too hard on yourself, and don't think that you owe one teacher everything, I would be very sad if my students only went to me, because I really encourage them to go to other mediums. And when I had my center and I was a president there, I always brought other mediums in, because I don't want my students to repeat my words, to have my gestures on the stage maybe and so on. They have to find their own uniqueness and be their own confident medium. And to be that, you have to see others. You have to compare. You have to see, look, study what actually suits you the best. And yes, we got judged a lot in this business. I don't know how many people who hates me for who I am. And back in time, I found that really scary, because I couldn't go against my heart. I have to speak my truth. But I don't care if anybody sees things different than me. That's fine. But I can't say yes and amen to everything that I don't believe in. And I also believe very strongly that we should, questioning the mediums. We should question them, because if we don't, we stagnate. I mean, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I'm not right everywhere. I can only talk from my experience and where I am at this given time. But I definitely hope and pray that in 5-10 years forward, I will change how I'm thinking about this, because otherwise I haven't moved forward. If I'm stuck in my little box that I was taught in the beginning, I will be a total different person today. Thank God I had the guts and the courage to challenge what they were saying to me, and to start think. I actually have to give my husband credit there, because he has always been very scientific, and he is always into the science on what's real or not real. And in my business, you can't really prove it in that way probably yet. So I have always fought or fight or worked very hard to have strong evidence, and I never felt that I've been good enough. I can know it here that I'm doing well from time to time, but you know what's going on in my mind when I'm working and what I'm actually delivering is two different things, because I might be insecure. Is it the dad? Is it the granddad? Or is it the granddad on the father's side or the mother's side? And while that is working within my mind, the one I'm working with will not see that. They will just hear me say, I have your dad here. They will not hear if I'm insecure or nothing. And it's very interesting because we medium, we have a tendency to talk in a special way. We say, I see this, they're telling me this, now they're showing me this, I'm experiencing this, and we have a vocabulary. And sometimes I think when medium like us say, they're telling me, it's like a lot of people think they actually hear the words coming into my mind, but they don't. I don't hear the words. It's just a knowing within myself. And if I say they're telling me and I'm wrong, they're not telling me, are they? It's just my experience of the energy. So sometimes I'm very careful with them words. And also because it's very easy to judge a medium. We have a lot of skeptical people out there. And thank God we have them because we need them. And I think it's thanks to the skeptical part who looks at my business and my work and what I do, who has actually made me a better medium. And it has also forced me to become strong within my own power when I'm working. I don't care if I have 15 skeptical people in the audience. I'm just doing my job. I don't even, I don't ignore them. I do ignore them, but I don't even acknowledge them, because I'm strong within my power. And when I'm working for the spirit and I'm strong within my power, I feel great. I feel really on the top of the world. That's not the same me at home. Me at home can be very insecure. She can be very pleasing. And she is quite afraid to upset people. And I'm also very fragile, as you've all heard over the time now. And so I don't have the strength to act so much as I used to do and stand up for myself as much as I used to do. But at the same time, I realized I don't have to. I can only be myself. But saying all this, for me, it's an easy way to say this. I own my power when I work as a medium. When I step into that power and work as a medium, I'm strong, I'm capable. And I feel, like I said, the top of the world. And that also means that I don't let anybody else interfere how I'm working. So if I have someone in the audience, if I'm doing a demonstration, start talking to me. If it doesn't suit me and if it's disturbed the way of my working, I tell them to don't ask me questions, for example. Let me do the work, because otherwise my mind will come into it. And I also find it very important to be honest with yourself and to be honest with the audience. This is how I'm working. This is how I'm functioning. And I find that very important also when you're developing students. They have to find a way how they are working. They have to find the way how they are ticking when things are happening. And they also have to learn to all own the power, of course. And what's made it easy for me nowadays is not only owning the power, but also making it easy for me as possible. I'm not a marionette to the spirit world. This is a partnership. And if they want the best out of me as a medium, I need to feel comfortable. I need to feel secure. And I also know that the intention is the most important thing I set before I start working. Because as soon as I put my intention out there, my mind will work for me, not against me. And that helps me tremendously. So I don't mess things up like I do in the beginning, because I know how to steer my energies in a way, and I'm also trusting the energy in a way I never did before. Today I know whatever pops into my mind while I'm in working mood is there for a reason. I just have to try to understand it. And if something comes that I don't understand, I now am learning something more that I didn't know before. So when people judge you, well, you didn't get that right immediately, of course not. If you would get everything right all the time, you wouldn't learn anymore and you will stagnate. I have to have my wrongs. I have to have my no's. Otherwise, I will not become a better medium. So when I get the no, it's excitement today. wow, I'm learning something more here now. So development will never stop. You will never stop learning when you're working as a medium, and that's amazing. What work can you say that about? You know, I learn something every time I work, every time. How amazing isn't that? And I become more secure and more capable for every time as well then. So I want everyone who is developing mediumship, trust yourself, trust the energy from the spirit, and also be kind to yourself, realizing you're learning to interpreting energy, and it's different every time because they came from different sources every time. You can't know everything immediately. If I would tell you to take a guitar course, you know it will take, for me who can't get the fingers around the thing you play on, I don't remember the hand, but whatever the arm, I don't know, on the guitar, you know, I know, only that probably will take me a year, you know. And unfortunately, when people come into mediumistic things, they think they're going to know it immediately. They think if they don't know it and can it and are doing well from the beginning, they don't have what it takes. But no, that's not true. And I believe that comes from a saying back in the time when they say, well, you might be gifted. You will be born with this gift. You are born with it, so you are special. I don't believe in that, you see. I believe in talent. And if I have a talent, it needs to be practiced to be really, really good. And I believe that everybody who is born has a soul, has a spirit, so everybody can connect to the spirit world. And by saying that, not everybody becomes a concert pianist, but everybody can learn to play the piano. So believe in yourself. There's always a reason why your soul, why your heart is drawn to mediumship or healing or trance or spirituality, because we need to grow as a human being. We need to feel that we are changing, that we're doing something good, that we not just eat, work, sleep, and that's the life. We need to feel that we are making a difference. And it doesn't have to be the whole world. It might only need the circle of friends you have around you, or someone you meet, or whatever. But be yourself and be unique. Bye.